Good Friday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for THV 11 News at noon. I'm Jurnee Taylor, and here's what's coming up.
The Supreme Court considers a case involving access to a commonly used abortion pill. I'm Willie James Inman outside the court as the nation awaits a decision.
Plus, a popular bridal store files for bankruptcy, leaving future newlyweds wondering if they're out of luck. Our Verified team is finding the facts. And it's been 3 weeks since that massive tornado touched down in central Arkansas. And while there's a long road still ahead, help is still available. We got those details coming up. But first, over to meteorologist Scott Covert in the THV 11 Weather Garden. Scott, I wish I could come join you out there, but the rain has stopped, but the temperatures have also feel like they kind of dropped a little bit.
You know, the weather we saw yesterday afternoon, last night, that rain that continued into this morning, all a part of a cold front that, you're exactly right, it has brought some significantly cooler temperatures. Yesterday we were in those 80s. Today we'll struggle to even get out of the 60s. Now overhead right now, you're looking at a mostly cloudy sky, but those clouds are trying to break. I think they will later this afternoon, and that'll give us a little bit more sunshine. Now on live radar right now, what we do find is most of the state is dry here at the noon hour, but we are tracking a final burst of those showers, occasionally some rumbles of thunder in parts of south and southeast Arkansas. While I can't rule out 1 or 2 raindrops in the metro, it is going to be southeast parts of the state that are going to see the best chance of rain moving forward. Star City, Dumas, Monticello, McGee, Hampton, that's where the rain's at now or will be moving soon. Once that complex passes off towards the east, we should be in fine shape. It's 63 in Little Rock right now, 55 in Pine Bluff. Today's forecast takes us to 68 degrees with those rain showers coming to an end, giving way to a partly cloudy sky. What's your weekend look like? That forecast is coming up.
Now at noon, the clock is ticking. The Supreme Court has a self-imposed deadline of midnight tonight to decide the fate of an abortion pill. Willie James Inman has more details from the Supreme Court in our nation's capital.
A small group of anti-abortion demonstrators gathered outside the Supreme Court Friday as justices weigh whether to keep a commonly used abortion pill available nationwide.
We're here because we care about the outcome of this decision.
Earlier this month, Judge Matthew Kaczmarek, a Trump appointee, blocked the FDA's approval of mifepristone, pulling one of 2 drugs used in medication abortions from the market. An appeals court later voted the FDA's approval of the pill should stand, but imposed tighter rules on how the drug is prescribed and dispensed. This is the first major abortion-related case the Supreme Court has considered since its conservative majority overturned Roe v. Wade last June. Democrats in Congress have been trying to make access to abortion the law of the land, but they've made little headway.
We are in control, quote unquote, of the Senate by 2 votes on a good day, where the Republicans control the House of Representatives. The notion of a legislative fix doesn't reflect the political reality of the Congress that we're facing.
Republican-controlled houses passed national abortion bans in 2013, 2015, and 2017.
The House will be in order,
But say they're not trying to do so again this year.
It works through committee. The Supreme Court has made that decision. It goes to the states. The states will take up that issue.
The issue is already front and center for many headed into the 2024 campaign. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Now, Florida is the most recent state to pass new abortion laws. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a potential GOP candidate for president, signed a 6-week abortion ban into law just last week. Now, here at home, tomorrow is Drug Take Back Day in Arkansas, aimed at helping curb prescription drug use across our state. Arkansas's prescribing rate is twice the national average, with a rate of 70 prescriptions for every 100 people. Now, according to Kirk Lane, director of the Arkansas Opioid Recovery Partnership, the state's population is very opiate dependent, and add the layer of more illicit opiates coming in, it makes a perfect storm. Now, having events like this weekend to monitor, secure, and dispose of medications safely saves lives.
Over the last 2 years, Arkansas has lost over 1,100 Arkansans to a drug overdose. So this is a devastating epidemic that we're dealing with. But if we all come together, we can beat this.
There are over 100 drug take-back events across the state on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you can't make that, there are more than 275 drug take-back boxes that you can drop off any day of the week. Now on to developing news this afternoon. 2 loaded guns were found in the carry-on luggage of a former state senator at Clinton National Airport. According to a police report, the handguns were in Jason Rapert's backpack as he went through a TSA security checkpoint on Wednesday. Little Rock police officers were called to the airport after a TSA agent saw the weapons going through the X-ray machine. Rapert, who has a concealed carry license, told police he didn't know the guns were in his bag. After questioning, he was allowed by officers to put the guns in his car, board his flight, and continue his trip. According to Little Rock police, security detected 2 other passengers with guns inside their bags this same day. In a statement to THV 11, Rapert said in part, quote, "As I rushed to board a plane, I thought my bags were clear, and they were not. I suggest everyone checking twice to ensure they are not surprised, just like I was." End quote. TSA tells us fines could be brought in the coming weeks. Rapert nor the other 2 passengers are currently facing any charges. Well, prosecutors in New Mexico have dropped an involuntary manslaughter charge against actor Alec Baldwin. The charge followed the fatal 2021 shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on a movie set. Baldwin said the gun went off accidentally during rehearsals and insisted he did not pull the trigger, though an FBI forensic report found the weapon could not have been fired unless the trigger was pulled. Baldwin still faces 2 civil suits from the victim's family and the movie's script supervisor. Today marks 3 weeks since an EF3 tornado ripped through central Arkansas, hitting Little Rock, North Little Rock, Jacksonville, and Sherwood. Thousands of homes impacted and thousands of people displaced. Cleanup has continued in the weeks since, but there's still a long road ahead as folks try to bounce back from such a devastating situation. Now this afternoon, we're sharing new info about one-stop shops to help storm victims. Representatives and caseworkers from multiple agencies, nonprofits, and faith-based organizations will be set up this weekend at each of the locations you see on your screen. Take your phone out right now and take a picture of that. They're going to be offering resources, including mental health and financial assistance. We also have this list online on our website, that is thv11.com. It's Earth Week across the globe, and the hills are alive with color in parts of the western United States. Now, after years of drought, a rare super bloom of flowers is happening. CBS's Danya Backus shows us the spring phenomenon.
From the hillsides of California to the deserts of Arizona, Mother Nature is putting on a show.
The hills are completely painted with flowers, and I really love that.
Orange, yellow, and purple wildflowers, creating what's known as a super bloom, are blanketing fields and valleys, a sight so spectacular, thousands are flocking to capture it.
The glory of everything here, everything blooming, and the sun is shining down today, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
The record amount of rain and snow that pummeled California at the beginning of the year not only helped to ease a dire 3-year drought, it also made conditions ripe for millions of dormant seeds.
This is like once in a decade bloom that happens, and we're driving in here from San Francisco to see this place. This is just wild. I mean, it's just beautiful.
The explosion of flowers is so vibrant, some areas can be seen from space.
It's nature at its best, so you have to seize the moment while it's here and go look at it.
The last big bloom was 2019. That's when parks and trails in California and Arizona saw a massive influx of visitors. Officials expect this year to be no different. One California city has closed its canyon to avoid chaos and preserve the flowers.
People of Disneyland-sized crowds were seeking to experience nature. They trampled the very habitat that they placed so high in regard and sought to enjoy.
Experts are asking visitors to enjoy by looking, not touching, so they don't doom the bloom. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, since visitors are being urged to observe the flowers from a safe distance, the California State Parks Department has a live stream of the Poppy Reserve, so you can see the super bloom wherever you are. Now, speaking of natural beauty, the weather won't stop a fan favorite event happening tonight. We're talking about Lanterns 2023 at Wildwood Park for the Arts. Weather forced them to cancel the first day last night, but we're told the event will happen tonight. Though the ground might be a little muddy, if you've never been, it's a beautiful sight with food, music, crafts, and performing arts. They've even added an extra evening on Sunday to make up for yesterday.